Hey everyone, Tin Man here, and Dota Underlords has just released a hotfix to address some of the issues caused by their last patch. So they have readjusted the unit tier odds by level. In the previous patch, they dramatically increased the odds of the tier 4 and 5 units to show up around levels 8, 9, and 10. And this led to a very undesirable meta, I'll say, where a lot of players were just rushing for 2 stars on tier 4 and 5 units, especially the tier 5 units. Things like Gyrocopter, Lich, Troll Warlord, and Medusa were extremely strong, and you were able to get them to 2-star relatively easily at level 8. And that was definitely not intended, I'll say. It made for some very unfun games where it's like, all right, round 22, yeah, someone's already has a 2-star Lich. Whereas previously you would be lucky to even find a single copy of any 5-star unit, let alone 3 of the same kind. So they've readjusted the numbers, and so the major changes here are on this tier 5 here on the 8, 9, and 10. It used to be 5, 7, 10, 15 with the higher class of criminal item, and now it's down to 0 at level 8, which is actually lower than it was even before this patch, and then 2% at level 9, and then 10% at level 3. Sorry, 3% at level 10. Man, got a little backwards there. So this is obviously a dramatic change from what it was the past couple days, and even it's a touch down from where it was before this patch. Before this patch, I believe it was 136%. So this is even down from before this the patch on Friday. And this is going to definitely, I don't know. I think this is gonna, like, this is a net negative change. I think they overcompensated. It was definitely not good to have the 5, 7, 10%. That was way too much. But I think 0, 2, and 3 is way too little. So I wonder if they're kind of pushing the extremes on this and trying to figure out kind of what works best, and then eventually they'll stabilize on some intermediate value. I would not be surprised at all to see these numbers for the tier 5 units move up in the future, possibly to like 0, 4, 8, something in that range. I think 0, 2, and 3 is a little too low at the moment, but regardless, it's definitely an overcorrection to what happened the past couple days. The other notable change is that at levels 9 and 10, the tier 4 units, or I guess just at level 9, the tier 4 units changed from 30% down to 25. So, and then all of the missing percentage kind of got filtered down into the 1, 2, and 3 cost units. So this is definitely going to have a big shift on the meta again. And so we're going to move away from that 2-star of tier 5 units and hopefully find a bit more of a middle ground in, you still can't find the tier 4 units and you still want to get those to 2-star, but not quite as many of the tier 5 units. So you're still going to see a high priority on things like Kunkka, Tidehunter, Disruptor in particular has been a big all-star in this meta right now. Doom, also great. So a lot of these things are strong warriors, so you'll see a lot of warriors being played. A lot less knights, for instance. Knights were really strong in the 3-star meta, where you can get 3-star Abaddon and Luna and Chaos Knight. Now, they can still be viable, but they have much less access to Troll Warlord, so Troll Knights is not really a thing. You're going to have to stick with probably Dragon Knights if you're playing that. So it'll be interesting to see how this meta continues to develop here. I'm hoping that these numbers will get changed once again. Like I said, I think with this really low percentage on all the tier 5 units, tier 5 units are basically deleted from the game again. It's just not feasible to play them, I don't think, or to count on finding them in any reasonable amount of time. But they've definitely said that this is still in beta, so these numbers are definitely subject to change. And anytime they make changes to these numbers, it will shift the meta, more so than even like small nerfs or buffs to different units. So definitely going to be looking forward to see how this all shakes out as we approach the full release and Season 1 as it gets out of beta. One last thing, I mentioned in a post the other day that I'm working on an item guide. I'll be going through and ranking all of the items and kind of telling you what compositions they're best in, what units they're best on. I'm still working on that. Hopefully that'll be out tomorrow. My sleep schedule and work schedule has been a little bit messed up the past couple days because I've been watching TI, and that's kept me up all night, and I haven't got as much progress on that as I'd like. So that'll be coming out tomorrow, so make sure you look for that. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.